Welcome back to Underrated Movies. I'm your guy, I'm your man, Mr. Alton Henry. Today I'm going to talk to you about another film that it's underrated, but I could see it maybe be a little bit difficult to check out. We're going to talk about Shame, starring Michael Fassbender, Carey Mulligan, and James Bagdale. It's a story about a man with sexual addiction. Addicted to sex. Then his sister comes in and ruins him lost in his own addiction. So the guy is struggling to cope, hide away from past traumas, and basically you fuck anything. On a serious note, I think I discovered this film after discovering, I believe it was Steve Mcqueen's 12 Years a Slave. And I was fascinated with his camera work and his artful style. And then I ended up discovering this, watched this, and I thought, very good. Very interesting film. And Michael Fassbender, phenomenal actor, gives probably one of his most heartbreaking films that I've seen him. About a guy who's struggling to break his addiction. Well, he doesn't necessarily try to break it. He kind of wants to stop, but you see him get lost in it. And when Carey Mulligan, who plays his sister, comes in to, I guess, ruin the mood, it drives him a little bit crazy. And I think there might be some implications that he could also be attracted to his own sister. Disgusting. So you see him trying to handle his addiction however way he can. He tries to hitch a date with his coworker, tries to do that, and that fails. And it's kind of it's a little bit funny, but it's the movie's a serious drama. It's a serious drama. It's a serious take on sexual addiction, which I think it's something we probably would need to really. I don't know. I feel like it's a topic that probably needs to be re-explored nowadays, where I think the hookup culture is now more of a trend than ever. But it's very interesting that the film, you see this man dealing with his struggles. I remember the opening, and the opening is amazing, where you see him wake up, then you see next scene, you see him on a train station where he stares intensely at this girl, who he can tell is wearing a wedding ring. And there's an intense stare for like a good couple minutes, where both parties, her and Michael Fassbender, really want to get it on. But then the girl, trying to control her lust, stares away, and Michael Fassbender walks up to her right behind, and she knows he's right behind him, trying to avoid the temptation of cheating and giving in into her lust. As she sees Michael Fassbender, as she sees her walk away, he pursues her a little bit. Then she gets away. Michael Fassbender kind of disappointed that he didn't get his chance, but at the end of the film, I remember you see the same chick again, still with that wedding ring, but is more open of having a secret affair with Michael Fassbender. The movie ends ambiguously, because in the film you see him struggle with his journey, and it's not until some sort of traumatic event that someone might have kicked him out of it. But then the movie ends with him trying to, well, we as the audience question, is he not gonna go back into his sexual addiction, which this movie is kind of hard to watch. To see him deprived in his addiction, and to me personally, those are the kind of movies I think are a little hard to watch for me, where you're dealing with a subject matter that involves intimacy and sex in such a degrading manner. And this got an NC-17. You know, I respect actors that go all out for their roles. All out. I mean, all freaking out. This is NC-17. Yeah, NC-17. All out. Really committed. And it's tough. I mean, there's moments in here where he goes to the lengths of paying for prostitutes, meeting some random dude at some sort of club and getting intimate to settle his need for a connection. But then you also see moments of him where he feels very isolated, where he doesn't get it, alone, secluded. And his sister tries to come in and kind of help him ease, which I don't think she knows that he has a sexual addiction, or she suspects, but she tries not to get involved in it. But also realizes that he needs help, like pretty bad, to where it is literally ruining his life. And there is a tragic moment in there where I was shocked. Or I guess you can kind of hint it, but I'm not gonna say it. It's kind of hard to say. Well, do I have a favorite scene? I do like the scene where there's like a 2-minute scene of him jogging, trying to relax himself, and then you see the camera just following him for like 2 minutes straight. The score is kind of nice, but to be honest, it reminds me so much of Hans Zimmer's Journey to the Sun. It feels like a ripoff, and I didn't really like that. It's an alright music piece, but it reminds me too much of Journey to the Line. And I do recommend this film. However, this film is not easy to watch, and I can tell if Steve Mcqueen, he's a very artistic filmmaker. I would love for him to tackle more genres, different genres. To all his filmography, 12 Years a Slave, Hunger, Widows, and then he did this BBC Amazon show. I forgot what, I think it was called Small Axes. I have not seen that yet. I haven't heard much about it, but it's like an anthology where it's like 4 different films covering similar subject matters. I would love to watch it. I would love to see what's the next property he would take on, or what's his next project. I would love for him to direct an action movie to see what that. I mean, Widows is kind of close. It's a thriller, but I would like to see his formula tackle something that's a little bit mainstream and get creative with it. But Shane, if you dare, I highly recommend. Check it out. Comment below if you have seen what you thought about it. And let me know what is your favorite underrated movie.